Questions? Colin, you were next.
I'm curious, following up on the new DEM position, is there anything else coming down either through the Synod or through the ELCA in terms of resources for congregations on the evangelism side to help us? We're very concerned being in transition, the number of people that we've lost. We've got a lot of work ahead of us. We need training. We need any other resources that might be available to help in that regard. Is there anything new, anything exciting coming along the way in terms of training programs to help?
They're working on them all the time. Are you aware of anything in particular? And I don't know if Judith can you speak to that? I might as well just bring you up here and you just stay in case there's more questions. And that's the issue. The key issues among us right now are missionally focused. How do we get ourselves off the dime? How do we help train the leaders so that we can do the work we need to do the transforming? I do know that this Synod has been involved in transforming congregations work, and I know that some of that has happened in the Hudson Mohawk Conference. I don't know if First has been involved in it. And we have done some of that elsewhere in the Synod. You may have some other pieces to that. The Spanky work was a piece of that, beginning to help congregations.
We're doing leadership training, and there are congregations who are requesting that work, specific to leadership training. Another piece that we're doing is strategic planning. And when we went around the room, most of the congregations, was it all, Lois? I don't remember. Just most congregations, let's say almost all, don't have a strategic plan. And so we're helping to work with that. And actually, Amy Walter-Peterson is still involved with the ELCA in terms of strategic planning. She may come on board with some of that for us. So leadership training, strategic planning. Another huge piece is stewardship. Strategic giving and stewardship, sustainability, financial issues. A lot of our congregations are asking for this work to be done as well. So that is going to be a piece also on ours. We're forming up dream teams around strategic mission issues and stewardship issues. And so I would invite anyone here that really feels that that's an area of interest or some way that they would like to participate to be a part of those tables. We'll be working on strategic mission tables and strategic stewardship tables. And the word strategic is intentional. It means intentionally planned, measurable goals, outcomes. We're taking a page a little bit of the business world to make our goals the SMART goals. We've heard of those, right? But to help congregations be specific in their goal planning and how to reach them and what steps to take. So I think the whole emphasis, as Bishop mentioned, is on mission. It's about mission, and it's about making mission the front and center of what we do. And how do we get there? What are the steps to take? And that's strategic planning. That's what I'm referring to as our GPS on the mission road. So yeah, these are things that we'll be working on together. First with the deans and conferences. Had a wonderful day with the dean, Southern Tier, and planning other days with the deans, but also as congregations as we work together to articulate our vision and to live into that vision. So, great question.
The other program that we have begun is New Visions with Peter Steinke, and we piloted that one out west. He had actually been at CRTC over in your neck of the woods, so we figured we'd start in the west. Some people had already heard him. But we are hoping, am I not right, to bring him back further east next fall? Well, next spring? I don't know.
We're actually looking at dates that he would even be available this fall if we can get it together that fast.
Okay.
But otherwise, it'll probably be next spring.
Okay. So we're working on doing that. What there isn't, and I saw that you might have an answer too, what we don't do and what we're not doing, and I think that may be really important. I think the ELCA has recognized that there is no program that's going to fix this. And I think that was kind of the way the church operated for a really long time. And they put together, was it Word and Witness many years ago or some others, and they're all great programs. They really are. But the only thing that can save this church is Jesus Christ. And so we want to use the resources and design resources that congregations can use, but we're not going to, as a church, all get on board on a particular program because that has not worked for us. So we'll design things that will work in your place to work with you.
And another focus, then Tammy wants to say something, but another focus that we're looking at is communications. I mean, gone are the days of, you remember, build it and they will come, right? Hang your Lutheran shingle out there and they'll come in, right? Those days are gone. So in our group, we were talking about social media and Facebook and web pages. And how do we communicate that vision? How do we communicate the good news? How do we get the invitation out there? Our communication styles have to change as the times are changing with them. So one of the pieces that we'll be looking at as well is communicational piece, which is key. I didn't mean to interrupt.
I was actually going to defer to you and say the Macedonia project, is that under you, where there are grants available to congregations for growing stewardship leaders with resources for Bible study to be more in mission? And so I know that comes under CSM, but wasn't sure if that was under DEM.
Not yet, but she's only been here a week.
Oh, is that all?
She started June 1st, folks. The fact that she knows this much is pretty cool. But yeah, that is one of the options. That's a Churchwide program, Macedonia project, where they're funding grant proposals so that congregations can experiment themselves and try some things, particularly around stewardship projects. So there will be invitation for that going out. The timing of that grant simply was a nightmare because I think that it was due 2 days or 2 weeks before she started work, and we were like, but there's going to be another round, so we're just going to bring that when that's time.
And there are funds available for mission development, for redevelopment, for new starts. We're going to be looking at some new starts and so on. But one thing that we've learned is you don't fix a problem by throwing money at it. This is a deep underlying, the fact that we're losing focus of our vision and mission doesn't get solved by throwing money at it. So we'll be working together to look at new avenues of communication, of strategic planning, of stewardship, of all of those things that will help us together to re-articulate, to get back on course together as a synod.